The Xbox Series X doesn't have any good exclusives. Well, that line is a thing of the past. You have to take notice of Xbox's lineup of upcoming games. Sony has been the king of exclusives so far in the 9th generation of consoles, but Microsoft has some real heavy hitters coming in 2021 and beyond that you can't help but fall in love with. Welcome back to No Time Gamer. Let us know which Xbox game or games you are most excited for in 2021 or 2022. We can't help but start off with the big boy of Xbox, Halo Infinite. E3 gave us a new look at the updated visuals and hints at the Chief's new adventure, but more importantly, we got a great look at Halo Infinite's multiplayer. New maps, new modes, item use tweaks, meaningful vehicle damage, free-to-play, and never-ending battle passes are all good things announced by 343 and gave us a huge boost in excitement. And then Microsoft dropped a brand new Forza Horizon game on us. Gorgeous maps and vehicles packed with more to do and better ways to connect with friends are sure to keep the action humming like a finely tuned car in Forza Horizon 5. And these two games highlight what Xbox does far better than Sony. Now, I love Sony's big titles. God of War, Spider-Man, Ratchet & Clank, and more are excellent games, but they are all limited to single-player experiences. And once you've played the game once or twice through, you'll probably never touch them again. Microsoft's game gives you a nice single-player portion that you can enjoy at your own pace, something that is very important. But then they give you a long-lasting online gameplay experience that you can return to for as long as the servers stay active. And Microsoft has continually committed to those servers, so don't expect them to go away anytime soon. Here at No Time Gamer, we still play Halo MCC and Forza Horizon 4 regularly, and having a familiar, reliable game to fall back on is wonderful for a busy gamer. PlayStation titles, while very good, have much shorter retention rates, and this really does translate into the discussion of value. Sony keeps jacking their exclusive pricing upward. I mean, Returnal was cool and all, but dropping $70 on a game that only has a handful of levels and assets felt like a pretty big ripoff. And Sony is firm on this pricing model, with no intention of rolling it back. Microsoft, on the other hand, is putting all their first-party games on Game Pass, so if you have the service, you get their biggest games at no additional cost. Halo Infinite, Forza Horizon 5, Microsoft Flight Simulator, The Ascent, and so many more drop day one on Game Pass. That's 4 major games in 2021, and you and your friends can all play together from the very start. With Game Pass, I get the entire Xbox first-party lineup and more for less than the price of 2 PlayStation exclusives. This convenience and high value proposition are too hard to pass up. And we haven't even touched on the big titles coming in 2022 and beyond. Starfield is obviously the big item here. If Starfield is the next amazing RPG from Bethesda when it releases in November 2022, PlayStation fans are going to be pissed that they missed out because of Microsoft's acquisition of that studio. Xbox is also going to release Stalker 2: Heart of Chernobyl in April of 2022, which had a surprising and impressive showing at E3. Hellblade 2, Crossfire X, Perfect Dark, Forza Motorsport, and Redfall are other major first-party games Microsoft is developing too, some of which have planned 2022 releases and look very notable. This makes for an exciting future for Xbox fans. Now you may be thinking none of these are actually exclusive to Xbox. This is true. All of these titles will be available on PC as well, but this is a strategy Sony is adopting as well. God of War Ragnarok is already said to be a cross-gen title and will be available on PC when it releases next year. The PC market is too big to ignore, and game makers are wisely bringing their titles to those players. But we are talking about the games that you can't get on PlayStation consoles, just as God of War will not be on Xbox. So PC gamers can keep their master race status, but for those of us who enjoy console gaming the most, this is important information. Xbox has done so much right in the past few years. They really listened to their fans and have made big changes to accommodate those fans. Now they are finally answering the call for big exclusives. As a busy gamer, the value, convenience, and long-term promise of a single quality game make Xbox a brand worth paying attention to. Sony will continue to have amazing exclusives that are a blast to play, epic in scale, but lacking in sustainable content. Since I own and enjoy both consoles, I have a ton of games to enjoy from Xbox and PlayStation. But from now on, I can't accuse Xbox of not having amazing first-party titles.